Howdy everyone, welcome back to Sawmill. Today we're going to be sawing this big 27-inch white pine. This one's 10 feet long, fairly knot free on the jacket lumber. We're going to try to cut for grade, so we're going to try to get as many clear boards as possible out of this jacket lumber. The closer we get to the center, of course, there's going to be more knots. So we're going to try to just yield as much clear grain as possible. So on these large logs like this, I like to take my time cutting, even with a brand new blade on. There's a lot of resistance when you're cutting across 20 plus inches of wood, so we like to take our time. As you can see here, we're trying to turn the log with the log turner that's on the mill. I'm missing a spring on this one, and I haven't been able to find one that's compatible with this sawmill yet. The spring length, it just doesn't work, so we just do it by hand for now. I don't typically use the log turner unless the logs are over usually 24 inches, because I can usually turn them pretty easy by hand with the logs being close to chest height. So you can see here I'm taking what looks like to be a big slab. It's really not. The bark on these old trees is close to 2 inches thick, so we got to take off a large slab just to even get 8 to 10 inches of good lumber for making 1x8s or 1x10s. So we just like to take a little heavier cut on the first cut with these old growth logs. So here we just kick off the board for resawing later. It's a lot easier to just put them on the log loader and retrim them right away. It's just more time efficient for me, and it's a lot easier if you just do it after almost every log that's big like this. If it's a 20-inch log, I usually try to do 2 logs and then edge the boards. Otherwise, I can't edge them on my board edger, but I've found that it's just easier and less handling for the person if you just trim them right away off the log arms. You don't have to carry the boards, you don't have to move them around. It's just easier right now. In the future, we'll have a setup so the boards will come off and go right through an edger. But for now, this is how it's more efficient for me to do it. So these next few boards here, they're 1x20s. I saw them at 1 inch and 1/8. This is because the wider the board, the more likely it's going to cup. So I have a little bit more material to remove because I finished these ones at 7/8 of an inch thick. So I have to have a little bit more wiggle room with the planer because these tend to cup more because of the grain pattern. So just the wide ones, I always cut them 1 inch and 1/8, and it helps with just getting a cleaner board out of the planer. Anything under 1x16s, I tend to just cut those 1 inch and 1/16, which is the normal scale on the Woodmizer here. So the next few cuts, I'm going to take off 2 more cuts off this log. The first cut is to take off the board with a little bit more bark on it. The next one will be a clean board. Right now we're just trying to center the cant so that the pith is in the center. That way we have more uniform boards and the grain is more sturdy. So this last cut here, we're just taking it off to re-square the cant, also get it ready to cut some nice 1x12s. On a big log like this, I typically have 4 to 5 boards that they'll finish at a dimension that's not a common one, so like a 1x13, 1x15, or 1x17 that they have completely no bark and they're clear, so I just leave them. I just set them off this side and sell them to whoever needs them. They can either come down or use them for work shelves or anything. So I don't like to waste any of the lumber by trimming them down to a 1x12 if they're a 1x13. It's just easier to save them and just wait for a customer that wants them. I hope you enjoy watching the rest of this video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Enjoy.